video, I want to start having a look at bivariate data. So you've got this definition here. Bivariate data is data that measures two variables. So for example, height and arm span, or the other day we were measuring height and foot length. So you're comparing two different things. The next part says bivariate data can be represented by a set of ordered pairs of numbers or values that can be graphed on a scatter plot. So when we were measuring somebody's height and their foot length, we had two numbers for each person. We had their height, we had their foot length, and we had that ordered pair of numbers that we plotted on a scatter plot. So scatter plots look something like these ones here. Now we can describe the relationships that we see, and when we're doing that, there's two things that we need to describe. We need to describe the direction of the relationship and the strength of the relationship. All right, so let's have a look at what they look like in a couple of examples. So first off, if we look at the direction, if we've got our scatter plot and the data is, as we move to the right, it's increasing, so it's sort of coming up this direction, then we say that this is a positive relationship. If instead, as we move across, our values come down, so it's coming down this sort of direction, we say that that's a negative relationship. If there's no sort of pattern to any of it, it's just a whole big blob of dots, we say that there's no direction or no relationship between them. So that's direction. Let's have a look at strength. So when we're talking about strength, we're talking about how closely those lines come to making a straight line. So if they fit perfectly on a straight line, it's exactly a straight line, we call that a perfect relationship. If we have something like this one, where they're pretty close to making a straight line, that's pretty good, but it's not perfect like these ones are, we would call this strong. And the last one here is they're not really making a straight line at all, but there is definitely still that direction going that way. So we can still see direction. It's not that there's no relationship, but it's not a strong or a perfect relationship. We call that a weak relationship. So when we're looking at a scatter graph and we're describing the relationship, we need to use two words. We're either going to say it's positive or it's negative, and we're going to say whether it's perfect, strong, or weak. So for example, you might have a weak positive or a strong positive relationship, or you might have a perfect negative or a weak negative, or you could just have something that looks like this, where there's no relationship at all.